Danny,
Great.
my name is Ashton. How you doing?
I'm doing great. My name is Danny Harris. I am the founder of Game Day. Game Day empowers athletes and agents to monetize and measure brand value through personalized fan experiences, specifically targeting underrepresented athletes today. As a sports fan, I'm fascinated by my favorite athletes and what they represent, what they use, and who they are. Fast forward to today, the business side of sports has drastically changed for athletes. For athletes, Game Day is a personalized single marketplace for gear on demand, tying together everything that an athlete represents. Fans become buyers, buyers prove influence, and athletes earn a share of the platform revenue generated while leveraging the elusive consumer influence data that has never been available before. It is this data that will empower athletes to change all business conversations moving forward. For fans, Game Day brings a real-time athlete discovery and commerce via an athlete-centric profile, giving fans direct access into the gear that makes an athlete who they are by event, lifestyle, and social.
Mm-hmm.
Game Day manifests itself today via a web and mobile applications, but will integrate with existing platforms to power discovery and real-time event and athlete branding wherever sports are consumed. Today, we're raising a $750,000 pre-seed round.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thank you
Awesome.
for your time.
My pleasure, Danny. Thank you for that. Let's give some feedback. Malay, kick off if you'd like. Let's get some
It's
feedback from you.
it's a good pitch. Okay, it was a good pitch. I think you covered some of the components. I think you spent quite a bit of time explaining the problem and some of the challenges. I think filter it down to top two or three key things, right? The key value prop that you provide, right? I think again we'll talk about this like functions and features, like differentiating between the key functionality and the features. For a quick 1 minute pitch, just focus on the key functionality. Okay, you got into describing a lot of features, which sometimes kills the momentum of your pitch. Okay, you generated excitement, interest, right? And I think that was one of the key insights to make it a little bit better. But other than that, like I think it is well, you were calm. I like your composure quite a bit. You were kind of calm. Nice. You maintained my interest all through. I think that was powerful. So generally speaking, that was a good pitch. The one thing that I would definitely recommend to improve would be that.
Yeah. So Danny, I like, again, I'm a personal fan of what you're working on, right? Because having been an owner of a sports team, I recognize the huge gap in the market for people that are not Steph Curry, right? And all these other people. So I agree with Malay. I think it was really important for us to just capture what your first inflection point is. Okay, right?
Yeah.
So Danny, you think about, Clubhouse is a big deal right now, right? It's a new social network that is just social networking completely with audio.
Audio.
Okay, that's all it is.
Live audio.
Right? Live audio, right? All with live audio. And you simply you get it, right, Danny? Right?
Mhm.
And so when I think about it, like you need, and we brought this up with Laplace, right? I was talking about Pokemon Go, right? I want to be able to do, because you're still doing, your first kind of pre-seed round of funding. What I would want to know is, what do the athletes have right now? What are they using? Okay. Um, and how is your platform going to play a role in allowing them to heighten their experience and their communication and their connection with sports fans? Because basically what Game Day is doing, if I understand correctly, is you're removing the layer of BS. Okay, what happens is I'm a sport, I could be a successful or a non-successful, and I think, Danny, you should also, it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be the bottom tier of athletes, it could also be top tier, right? You know what I mean? But my point is that athletes right now, they play their sport, and there is this huge layer of friction and confusion and just like monetization from commercial entities that are that are that make them non-authentic to their fans. And what Game Day is doing is it's allowing you to create a platform where there is an authentic connection between the fans and the athlete, and through that authentication, they can be selling, communicating, engaging in a unique way, right? Do you know what I mean? Like if I'm a NBA star that's from the Midwest, and I like guns and I like hunting, okay? You know what I mean? Maybe that's what I do, right? Right? But the world is now built where it's only Nike, and if you're not selling sports shoes, you're not making money. Does that make sense, Danny? Is that correct? Right?
That's correct.
The other thing around it is I have to just talk a little bit about this NFT craze, Danny, because sometimes you got to tweak a little bit just to kind of get things moving. Do you get what I'm saying? Right? Everyone is thinking about sports and non-fungible tokens. Okay. You know, the idea, I think that your platform can very easily, authentically have this, right? Do you know what I mean? Where if the person wants to have another avenue, another feature might be offering NFTs, right? Where I have my community, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go do a 360 dunk, and whoever wants it can just pay for it. Okay? Right? As an NFT. Is that fair, Danny? Or am I like...
That is fair. Nope, you're on.
Right? Am I on point, right?
Yes,
and
you
so
are.
when I think about what's happening, you have to think about where the world is right now and where the world needs to be, right? We talk about that the athletes are the brands, and the brands, okay, need to have a direct access to the customer. We cannot be in a situation where Instagram only allows us to have one hyperlink. Is that correct? Right? All my fans are on Instagram and I have one hyperlink. Okay? That's all I can do. Why can't I have a full-on experience, right? So that's because these systems are in place, right? Nike, Instagram, all of this stuff is kind of coming to the end. Game Day is creating a decentralized, right experience for fans. Is that correct, Danny?
Yeah.
And that's what I want. That's what I want to come out. Okay? Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. Yep.
So, and how big is this opportunity, by the way? How big is the sports market? Like the non-ticket market, you know, like this auxiliary, like engagement market, like selling apparel and all this other stuff. How big is that, Dan?
Well, that's a challenge that I have, is trying to figure out to what extent it covers. Is it influencer marketing? Is it in addition to licensed apparel, in addition to sneakers?
Would it be safe to say it's at least several $billion?
Yes.
Okay. So for lack of time and research, because I got to pitch this idea back to you quickly, I'm going to say several billions of dollars, right? But
perfect.
You are decentralizing this, right? This idea of decentralization and giving the power to the athlete, okay? Right? And Danny, I want you to start thinking about, it doesn't just have to be the underserved athletes, bro, okay? We can find those people, right? You're in the Bay Area. I'm going to come to the Bay Area in August, okay? And we're going to try to connect with some people, right? I have I actually reached out to one of my players. He used to play with Brandon Roy and some of the other kind of, you know, second tier NBA all-stars. I want to connect some. We need to do some pictures with these guys. You know what I mean? And see where this goes, right? And see if we can have the next win. Does that make sense? Okay.
Perfect.
You need 750K for what? What do you need 750K for?
Product development, business, expanding on the athlete relationships, and agent conversations and marketing efforts.
Got it. All right, Danny, I have to put, this is now game day for me. I got to put myself on the spot. I'm hitting the top. I need you to introduce yourself so I can pitch your idea back. Are you ready?
I am. Hi there. My name is Danny Harris, and today we have Ash talking about game day.
Danny, my name is Ash Singh. I'm part of the game day team. As you might know, as a sports fan, when you need to interact with your favorite sports athlete, like Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors, you have to interact with him through Nike and through Instagram. What we've discovered is that there's a whole element of his life that's inspiring, engaging, and we want to open that up to the rest of the fan base around the world. And we've actually discovered that we are at Game Day, we want to have a decentralized platform for all the top athletes in the world to have control of themselves, their brand, and their opportunities to monetize. And so we've created this platform. We're continuing to develop the components, but what we want to be able to do is have an opportunity for any athlete to be able to take advantage of our platform, have full control. If they want to sell something, right? If they want to build something and sell something, they have complete control, complete access of the data. And that's going to allow them to fully take advantage of the multi-billion dollar opportunity, right? would love to have a coffee with you to show you some of the features, including this new NFT option that we're trying to create for athletes, right? Thank you. All right. So I emphasize the stuff that you didn't, okay, Danny, on that, right? I emphasize the elements of control. I emphasize the decentralization component. I would have, okay, brought in a little bit more of the restrictions that people have, okay? I wasn't able to bring that into my pitch. I wanted to bring that in. What's restricting them, okay? And what are the problems today with media and everything, and what does that look like? I wasn't able to pull it in, right? You could see I kind of stumped a little bit. I was trying to pull it in, but I didn't know if I could do it in 1 minute, right? So, yeah. But I want that to come in. But most importantly, Danny, the feedback we gave you before my pitch, okay? Let's lock that down, okay? Let's lock that down, and let's also make sure that there is some sort of simple component, right? Where we can have these guys really quickly monetize with some sort of NFT angle and stuff like that. It's hot right now, right? Let's see if we can make that happen. And I'm going to come see you, Danny, in August. All right.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, guys.
My pleasure, Danny.
Good pitch.